Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd, and this is John Rule on the 19th of May, 2014. John, I cropped that fly, and it's on, well, I've got some on elderberry, but that one's on goldenrod. And of course, he's pretty small, and my cropping, that first one was better cropped than this one because he's kind of fuzzy there. But anyway, this is the tall, wild indigo bush.
Yeah, wild indigo.
Yeah, and that shot from down, shaded sort of. And in this shot, I held it down so you could see it a little better. And they're just coming into their own. They're going to be, by the time people see this on TV, they can find a lot of these.
It doesn't have big capsules, seed capsules?
Well, they'll be there later. Yeah, but they're anyway, that's
this milkweed?
No, that's the elderberry.
Yeah,
and you see that little worm, that little.
I do. I see that critter.
Those guys there are lots of those, lots of other small things on the elderberry bushes right now.
Right.
And there's one, a real tiny one. You can see how small it is in relation to my finger. And if the FBI didn't already have them, or the Coast Guard has them, you can pick up my fingerprints from that shot. And that's now we're down at the Block Avenue.
Block Street Party?
Yeah, they call it Block Street because they don't know geography in Fayetteville. Streets run east and west in Fayetteville, and Block Avenue and all the other avenues run north and south.
Right.
So you see, almost everybody has a dog or a child, and a lot of people have dogs and children.
Well,
Northwest Arkansas Center for Equality, and what is this?
See the sign.
Yeah, and Go Army. Now, nobody was at the Army booth except the two recruiters. So I'm thinking there weren't a lot of people ready to sign up right now with all these strange wars going on around the world. Hula hoops, $25, John. Those things, they give them away, or they're 25 cents, aren't they usually? But those are nice, I guess. Living Earth Ark Food Forestries. Well, I never seen that sign before. Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I think we know the people that have that shop, though. Okay, there is a musician. And see the band on the left there?
Yeah.
And I can't remember his name right now, but he's part of, what's the band called?
No.
He's in a band with a real tall guy. And they're very good, and they're called Trout Fishing in America.
Trout fishing. Right.
And there are a couple of the women we know from Omni and just about every other here, and all kinds of other organizations around town.
Right.
And they're just, people, well, those three people didn't have a dog or a child. Almost everybody. And see the piggyback things?
I do.
That's a little
cute
service that runs these
They were doing
electric-powered cars. You see them around, maybe.
Right.
And there's a man who's into lots of things, and he was showing dogs for the Adopt a Pet program. And this is one of my neighbors, although he's selling his house and moving out of our neighborhood now. I think he's going up to Springdale, and got out in the country where he's got even more room to garden. He had a great garden in his yard down on 13th Street.
Yeah, I've seen him walking his dogs before.
Yeah.
He's a nice fellow.
Yeah.
I like him.
Candy Clark and Teddy. And Candy's on the Quorum Court. She's about to be a state representative, we hope, after this election. And there's some more pictures of the piggyback people. You know why they're so popular? All those people are crowded in there.
No.
See that cooking?
Yes.
All you had to do was text them or like them on their Facebook account, and you got free food.
Wow.
So those people had their phones, and they were taking advantage of that wonderful free food. Most of these places were charging, restaurant prices. Oh, you know that man right there?
That flash was too fast for me.
David Garcia
Oh, yeah, right, right.
Okay, well, until next time, please do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green, and go down and enjoy life in downtown Fayetteville and Square and Block Avenue and Dixon Street. See you. Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepard. It's the 22nd of May, 2014. Let's see some fresh photos from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Showy evening primrose. That one looks almost white, but you'll see others, of course, lots of pink ones. That's what you see out in the fields right now, along the highways where the evil mowers haven't come and taken out the wildflowers. That's Solomon's seal, and I'm holding it up with my fingers because those hang down and you don't see the inside. So I wanted you to see the inside for a change. Beautiful native plant. And that is a giant leopard moth. Got a lot of pictures of that one on the on my Flickr set and Facebook. Okay, we've got Asclepius viridis, and now we've got Lanacera sempervirens. Isn't that nice? I held that one upside down so you could see the open flowers or change. That's why they call it trumpet honeysuckle, the bell of a trumpet. In fact, the fused flower from which these stems come is sort of like a trumpet. And excuse me, that one's of course not quite in bloom. It's just that I caught a nice bit of sunlight on World Peace Wetland Prairie and decided to share several of those. This is some yellow thing that's other people can name for us, but you'll see by the foliage it's not your normal dandelion, but it's somewhat related and somewhat like it. This is the Asclepius purpurascens. This is purple milkweed. Well, there'll be purple flowers or a certain deep red when they're blooming, and it won't be long, and it'll be over. And this is taken a day ago on the 21st, I guess. So get out and see some wildflowers, because once they start blooming, the natives, you know, some of them don't last long. Some things like goldenrod you won't see till fall. Here's more Asclepius viridis, called spider milkweed. See, he's got a big old bumblebee. Bumblebees love those things. And bumblebees also like to work Penstemon digitalis, which is what you're seeing there. And of course that's, I guess I cropped that one a little bit and tried to get it to show up more detail. And those also, they don't hang down so much, it's just sort of directly out. You have to get, if you're lower than they are, like I was there, you can get a pretty good shot. Hey, there's that bumblebee flying. See, here you go. Well, that's actually a different bumblebee, different type. It's a smaller one, but anyway, he's in the air, headed to get his nose into one of those. You know what, I never have enough horse pictures, so I saw these the other day, and I said, I know, I'm gonna go back there and get a picture of those two, and they're always friendly and happy to stare at a camera. And I think if you pitched an apple up there, they'd be more excited. Oh, I can't remember the name of that yellow flower, but it was attracting insects, and you can see a cropped version with a flower fly, bee fly, some people call them, because they pollinate and they act much like bees, honeybees. Anyway, this is the cream-colored wild indigo, and it's a low-growing thing. It's got a lot of leaves. It just sort of, it's bush-like roots, but it just sort of hang out toward the ground and get weighed down. And of course, they're weighed down more when they go to seed, and those heavy black pods are the only thing showing. That shows you how the plant looks, see how it spreads, and it's just a beautiful native species. Once again, Lanacera Asclepius viridis with an an insect that shares the joys of being on a milkweed plant with monarch butterflies. Notice that one. There are a lot of them in places like that look red. I'm talking about the Asclepias spiritus, and I think that's because of the soil. Anyway, this plant, cream wild, well, it's called Baptisia bracteata is the official name. Anyway, those won't be in bloom long, so that's why I got those when I did so many. That's okay. That flower was oh well, we're done, and I'll show you that bushy flower again. Till next time, this is Aubrey Sherwood asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, air pure, and the woods green. See you.